Hey, pasa peoples, bienvenidos. What's happening, peoples? Welcome back. If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel was in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc Al. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. As usual, Tia Mowry. She's recently had a show that is on the We Network. And guess what she's talking about? You guessed it, her divorce. And Corey Hardrict, even though this man has said nothing about her. You know, I'm starting to think this lady regrets divorcing him. Let's see if you agree. Let's get into the content. Oh, thank you for all the new subs. Thank you. For about a month ago, I asked to help me get to 500. As of this video, I'm sitting at like 489. Y'all help me get over that little final little cusp. And thank you to all my day one subs, and thank you to all my new subs. I had to get that out the way because I have to show appreciation. Y'all ain't gotta pull up with me. That's big as the channels on this platform. But y'all are pulling up with me and y'all are taking a chance on me. So I really have to say thank each and every last one of y'all that's giving me a chance. Now, with that said, let's get into the content.
Over about a year and a half ago, I said this from the beginning, right? There was all this talk about, Tia, her divorce, her quote unquote graduation.
We'll be right up.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
And I was very adamant on the fact that, you know what? Tia can, you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time, right? And I was very well aware of the fact that, Tia is stepping out on the limb and she absolutely regrets her divorce.
It got worse, but I feel like it's about to get worse. Oh! It got worse.
I hate when this stuff happens because it makes me feel like I've made a mistake. I don't want to be alone, So when I'm going through these challenges, sometimes you want to go back. The only person that I ever loved in my life was my ex.
What I thought was very interesting, when she revealed that sometimes she feels like she made a mistake, was that, the people around her or her quote unquote closest friend was basically telling her like, no girl, no you don't, you're the one that wanted this, you're the one. And like, I personally feel that as women, it's important that you have people around you who are not bitter or negative or, have any disdain towards relationship reconciliation or fixing things.
If I had different people in my ear at that time, I had made that decision, no.
Wow. Got here with those tight ass pants on. Like he literally borrowed that outfit. He can't afford her. You know how tight that jacket was? Like he could not even breathe with that taco meat on his chest. Like he legit pissed me off. There are a shortage in men, girl. Good men.
I hate when this stuff happens because it makes me feel like I've made a mistake.
A mistake of what?
Of getting a divorce.
Girl, God. And that is fear, because you thought about that long and hard.
I did.
4 years. It wasn't one argument, you're out.
What I noticed is that this quote unquote friend, her closest friend who has been around her, she's always trying to, invoke or infiltrate Tia's mind with her own personal feelings, right? So it's like, because she has a certain disdain towards men, because she has a certain attitude, because she feels that, men are beneath women and whatever the case is, she always tries to push that narrative onto Tia. And it's important as a woman to understand how much the company around you is going to affect the results that you are going to have in your future.
Single women keep women single.
Ooh. Damn right.
Yeah, I've already said in a couple of my previous videos about Miss Mowry that this lady was having a midlife crisis. She had been with the same guy for a couple decades, and then she just wasn't happy. And what set it off was her niece died and her grandmother died, and that just, she just made an emotional decision. I don't think she really wanted a divorce. She just wanted something and needed something different. And because of that, she destroyed her family. And it didn't help that she had this single woman friend in her life that was speaking negativity into her life, and just single women keep women single. You know, there's a lot of women see their friend in a happy relationship and be salty about it, and will actively sprinkle salt into it to mess it up, because
misery loves company.
So it's incumbent upon you women to keep, it's incumbent upon everybody to keep other people out your relationship. It's okay to talk about it sometimes, but there's some things that needs to stay in between you and your spouse or your mate or your significant other.
Yeah, that's true.
She was involving her friends in her marriage too much, and that's a recipe for a disaster. And look what happened. Let's get back into the content.
The amount of tears that Tia is dropping every time this man's name is mentioned, every time she has to talk about the breakup, every time she talks about the divorce.
The only person that I ever loved in my life was my ex. He's still in my heart.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy, yummy, you guys.
Right on the TV show as of recent. You know, she only says because, you know, him and I are no longer.
Just because you are no longer doesn't mean that there's no love there. This is a symbol of a marriage, and it's no longer.
It's really hard for her to say that Corey and her are broken up. Corey and her are divorced because our relationship is over.
Yeah, I mean, the more I hear from Tia, you can tell she made an emotional decision. You know, she just blew up her whole family because of what was happening at that moment, when she should have just gave it a little time. You know, everybody makes mistakes, but sometimes, see, the thing about choices, she made that choice. And the thing about choices, there's two outcomes. You can either reap the benefits or you can suffer the consequences. And she made a choice where she has to suffer the consequences. I bet she's tried to get back with Corey, but she broke that man's heart. And that man loved her and he gave everything to her, and he gave everything that was in him, that was within him, to her and his family, their family, and she just threw it away. And I mean, y'all ladies think we don't have hearts. I've been there, and I felt that kind of heartbreak, and I know it destroyed him.
Who hurt you?
Because, you know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands, and, you know, no one's there for you. And it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night.
But instead of curling up in the corner and dying somewhere, my guy was like a phoenix. You know what I'm saying? He rose up from the ashes of devastation and became something better. Got them big boy paychecks from Tyler Perry.
More money, more money, more money.
Feel me? What does not kill you makes you stronger. And hell, I'm a Ray. I did 4 years in prison. Yeah, if y'all ain't seen my videos and y'all don't know who I am, I got custody of my son in 2013, 3 years out of prison. My son just graduated this year. I had 3 felonies by the time I was his age. This dude ain't never seen a beat. He's a much better man than me. He really is. And he's just 18. And I played a part in that. So I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. That lady broke that man's heart. And as much as he probably still loves her and wants his family back together, the fact that he survived it, he'll never give her another chance to break his heart again. Let's get back into the content.
A woman will always come back begging.
Lord have mercy.
Highly remorseful, highly regretful every time she tries to let go of a good man. Y'all, yours truly, Tia Mowry, has finally admitted the fact that she messed up?
I've only been in the dating world for, I want to say 3 months now, and it is exhausting.
It's exhausting.
I want to throw the towel in. My last relationship when dating was, when I was, dating this person, it was beautiful. It was amazing. It was wonderful. There was courting that was, involved.
And I knew that this day would come. I knew that Tia would one day look back and say, you know what? Everything that I was ever looking for, everything that I ever needed, wanted, and desired, I already had in my husband.
I know, right?
But no. Tia wanted to stand on business and pretend like she made the best choice of her life. Right? I'm graduating.
My marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, how I'm looking at it now.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
I don't care what they say. They can swear up and down that they love being in the streets. They love having a roster of men. They love being strong and independent.
Every day, more lies.
But it's all just a coping mechanism. And now you, Tia, can see it for yourself. But it's all just a coping mechanism. And now you, Tia, can see it for yourself. That it was all lies. It was a facade. It was fronting and stunting and pretending. I'm going to tell you right now. You need to be more appreciative of good quality men.
Yeah, I should have did this sooner. Shout out to River TV. That's the first young lady I'm reacting to. And shout out to this next young lady in the red. That's Danica Marie from Danica Marie Dope Discussions. Y'all go over there and give both of them likes, subs, and shares. They make great content. They're advocate for black families and black men. They're advocates for the black community. With that said, I agree 100% with Danica Marie when she says Tia regrets leaving this man. You can see it in her every action. She first off, she can't keep this man's name out her mouth, right? Yet when she talks about the divorce, she can't name a single thing that he really did that was wrong. And couple that with her dating experiences that I've enumerated in previous videos, and you're gonna see how her dating life is going in this video also. She's really starting to see the type of man that she let slip through her fingers. And I appreciate women like Danica Marie and River TV, Danica Marie Dope Discussions and River TV. I appreciate both of them. Like, they're solid young ladies and they're advocates for men. That don't mean I agree with all of their takes, but I don't agree with anybody 100% of the time. But these are some wise young ladies and their takes are very, very on point. Go give them likes and subs and shares. Let's get back into the content.
But the episode actually started with Tia talking about how she is going to repurpose her wedding rings, right? So the rings that Corey gave her when he proposed and when they got married, she's going to take them to a jeweler and have the jeweler do something with the rings so that it can be made into, I believe, a bracelet for the daughter and a necklace for the son. But interestingly enough, there was a scene in which Tia put the ring on, okay? And the look of defeat on her face was ridiculous.
Do you wonder? I do. Because I haven't worn it. It's just been sitting. It was very pretty.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Oh, Tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy. Yummy, you guys.
I think that, her going out there and tipping her toe in the dating pool, she was really like, okay, I'm tripping. Okay, I think I was a little bit impulsive.
What have I done?
And she even, had the audacity to, draw a reference to something that we already know the great KS has already said to a lot of these women.
We're talking about
Tia Mowry,
the
my
speed
man.
dating situation.
I need the tea.
It was a show. It was hell. You know?
So what do you want to do? What's your best case scenario?
I think I'm just gonna die alone.
Buy a dog and die alone.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
He always told a lot of these women, her friends were like, oh, you'll never be alone. You'll always have us. And then you can see Tia's face, her smile kind of drop.
You will never be alone. You have us.
Because it's like, I don't want y'all like that. And this is the problem with the quote unquote sisterhood. I strongly believe the reason why none of these guys are her type is because the person who she is longing to be with is Corey.
That's facts, man.
No one's ever going to be good enough. There was a time when Tia talked about courting when she was on a podcast, and she talked about how guys don't court women anymore. And she decided to talk about the entire situation of how her and Corey got together and how amazing the courting was. Likewise, when Tia got on, her TV show, there was a portion of the conversation where she was talking about how Corey proposed, and her face lit up.
2006, December 25th, I was proposed to. I was at my mother's house around Christmas dinner, and the song by Jagged Edge started playing. And Corey got down on one knee in front of my whole entire family and asked to marry me. I was so surprised.
And I think that it's very important to talk about the fact that women, allow temporary emotions to change the whole dynamic of their entire life.
Yes, they say that self-love and spending time with yourself and all of that is important, but what is wrong with me saying I want a partner?
Imagining that you don't want to be with your man sounds fine, right? While your man is still in the house and y'all get into an argument, you acting like, oh, I could do this without him. I don't need him. Imagining that he is cool and you're going to be good when you go out there and you live your life is fine when he's still laying in the bed with you. It's a different reality when you call him and you can't get him on the phone.
Yeah, I really don't have much to add on what the young lady Danica Marie and the young lady River at River TV said. It's just on point. Tia let a good man slip through her fingers. She, first off, she just from things she said about her sister and things that she said in interviews, she seems extremely selfish. And I don't know her. I'm just going by the clues that she leaves in everything she says. She really regrets divorcing this man, and you can see it. A lot of women regret divorcing good men. They don't know what they have until it's gone. They think the grass is going to be greener on the other side, and it's AstroTurf. It's AstroTurf. With that said, I'm going to bring this to a close. Shout out to all my new subs. Oh my God, y'all help me. I'm about 9, 10, 11 subs away from getting 500. Help me get to 500. Then I worry about getting to 1,000. I'm going to link Danica Marie's video and River TV's video in the description. Go over there, give them a like, sub, and a share. And please give me a like, a sub, and a share also. Thank you for stopping through. Toodles.